Ah, there you are. I just thought, by way of a change, I would start this video off in the car, and I've just arrived at Buckden in Cambridgeshire, and it is my intention to cycle through Buckden along what is all a very popular water area, and across the level crossing of the main London King's Cross to Edinburgh railway line, which is quite busy at times, into Offord Darcey and Offord Cluney. And it's not a great distance, and it's just somewhere different to go, somewhere with a little bit more interesting places. I do like canals and railways, so at least here I've got the railway, but I don't know about the water. I've driven through here a couple of times, but I can't remember very much about it. So it'd be interesting to take our time and do it by bicycle. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, let's go then. Well, this is the centre of Buckden, where you've got three big hotels. This is the Vine. And from the Vine, you got this lovely little cafe called Nails at the Forge. And then just across there, you've got the George Hotel. People sitting out in the sunshine, enjoying a meal. A very large hotel, that. And the archway there would have been where coaches and horses went when this was the A1 Great North Road coming through here. And then over this side you've got the Lion Hotel. That's looking down Church Street, and I'm standing in the churchyard now. Looks to be a grand church with a lovely spire. And at the side of it is the remains of a palace. But I don't really know anything about the palace at this present moment. This is the entrance to the church, so it might be a good idea to go inside and have a look round, don't you think? I've got to admit, I've never been in a church where the inside has the same stone walling as the outside. Most unusual, this. What a height. Trying to read what it says up there. Ah, there you go. Lovely, isn't it? So unusual. Lovely carved pew ends. Nice and light. Now this area looks to have been rendered. No stained glass. Angels in the roof. It's grand, isn't it? Well, I'm now standing at the rear of the church, and I can tell you that once upon a time the church was, or did have, plastered walls, and at some time or other over the years it has all been stripped off to bear the stonework. So, as viewed before, this is the palace, and this was built and used by the bishops of Lincoln, and so I understand Catherine of Aragon was imprisoned here before she was taken to Kimbolton Castle. Kimbolton Castle is now a private school. This is a view looking through one of the slits in the wall. And I think this tree, which is about to come out in full blossom, must be about 400 years old. I don't know how old the palace is, but the church is at least 400 years old, and I assume that the palace was built before the church, but I don't know. Well, there you go, I found another entrance to the palace, which is called Buckden Towers, and all the information is there, so I wasn't far out with what I was telling you. And that is another view of the palace. The village was very busy in the olden days, as it was on the Great North Road. It's now been bypassed. The Great North Road was the A1 trunk road which runs from London to Edinburgh, and that's really why it had such a lovely palace and a beautiful church. The hotels here would have been stopping off places for coaches and horses and mail coaches. So we're leaving Buckden now. And heading towards Offord and the railway. There's another church there. That's probably an old Methodist church. Oh, it's still in use anyway. Yeah, it's Buckden Methodist Church, that one. Nice blossom on the trees. Lovely time, the springtime. Just seen the road sign, it's 2 miles to Offord. Morning. That was once a school, still is a school. I've just seen children round the back. Wow, look at all the bluebells. I just cycled along there, and you remember me mentioning some kind of water park. Well, it's field away across there, and I can't see at the moment any access to that area. Maybe it's a wildlife sanctuary, I don't really know. But it's lovely out here. Got a little dicky bird whistling away in the hedge. And what we're doing now, we're heading along there to, and the railway's just along there, and a railway crossing. Well, there you go, that says it all, doesn't it? Keep out, danger, deep excavations, horse riding and motorcycles prohibited, no fishing, no turning. Oh dear, oh dear. Actually, I think they've been extracting sand and gravel here, because over the other side of the road they have put a fence across, but I would say they're old gravel pits actually. Well, there you go. I think it's quite obvious that they're old gravel pits or sand pits. But we're certainly not allowed in there. So we'll go and see some trains. Well, I think our questions have been answered. We're now, all these lakes are join the other lakes we've just looked at, and this is Buckden Marina. Looks very nice. They've got a leisure club. So this all must be tied up with the River Ouse, which runs from Bedford out to the Wash on the east coast. Well, you won't get a bridge much narrower than that, will you? Let's hope you don't meet a combined harvester coming the other way. Well, we've got a river here, but doesn't really look navigatable. Whether there's another river that we've yet to cross, I don't know. No, this is certainly not navigatable, this. I don't even know whether these are old buildings been restored or whether they're original. I'm pretty sure they're not original. They look like old mill buildings, but they've been extensively renovated. And then going over this side, you can hear the trains. There's an old mill building over there. It's lovely here. Absolutely beautiful. Are you glad you came? Yes, of course you are. A little duck down there having a swim. Somewhere. I lost him. Oh, there he goes. He ain't having to pedal very hard, he's going with the flow of the water. Ah, very nice that, lovely. We've come over that narrow bridge, and now I've learned that they are the old flour mills. So they've all been renovated, beautiful. And lovely bit of blossom in the front of that house there. And that stands right on the banks of the River Ouse. This is the actual river. There you go. No boats about, it's a bit too early I think. But this was reconstructed in 1938, a year after I was born. Certainly a lot of trains about. Can't see them at the minute, I don't think. Oh yes you can, there it goes. Great Northern Railways. So we'll just turn round and go back and have a look over this side. Another nice little cottage there. I know it's a house, but they called them cottages, didn't they? And there's the river, and there's a link off to the left that goes to that marina. Well, we've got yet another bridge. This is some kind of suspension type bridge. Still very narrow, all the bridges are narrow. And you got the river over there. This is not the river that the boats use. The boats actually go through the lock. Just across there you got the railway. So it's very pleasant, isn't it? If I just walk up here a bit. There you go right through there, look. Absolutely delightful. There's another quack quack. And there's a train coming. Just go, here's a church in the background there. Lights are at red, look. Very busy crossing. And there we are, back looking on the river again. Oh, it's lovely out here. I'm so glad I came. Well, this is the really busy railway. You've got 4 tracks here. 2 for the stopping trains and 2 lines for the express trains. And over there you've got the old crossing keeper's box. Just imagine having gates here today with the amount of traffic. All flanges there to stop people getting on the tracks. And there's a continual stream of trains passing through here. Now I've said that, probably won't be any come for a little while, but never mind. We're in no rush, are we? Well, the train's coming in a minute, and you've even got a musical background. Someone who likes to have his window down and his music going loud. Thinks he's a fun fair, I reckon. Should be here in a minute, just enjoy his music. Lovely, isn't it, eh? That's it, time for the next track now. The next track, that's what the train's travelling on, isn't it, eh? Should be here in a minute. Oh, this is a freight. Okay, what should we do now then? We'll get back on the bike, I think, for a little while. This is Offord Cluney. There's also another village called Offord Darcey. And there you are, that's looking down the main street. That's looking down towards the railway crossing where we've just been. Here we have the Swan Public House. and up there is looking towards Godmanchester and Huntingdon. Now, is that a rook or is that a crow? You might, but I don't know. Is it called Jimmy or is it called Flo? I'm in the churchyard actually now, and there's a footpath goes across there, and once again we're right close to the railway, which is just there. Behind me is the church, which is all locked up. And in the field is all this beautiful purpley mauvey colour weed, really it is, but it's very, very pretty. That's a rabbit, that is. Job to make out through the viewfinder. I wish he'd move, I'd know it was a rabbit then. Not a duck, is it? It's got to be a rabbit. Yes, it was a rabbit. It moved just then when I started walking. It's come out again, look. Is it a bunny boy or a bunny girl? Isn't it lovely and peaceful here? Dead still. Could be an ornament, couldn't it? Ha ha ha, but it's not, is it? He's hopped it. There's a baby one there, look, see him run away? Little baby one. Train coming. This is a pedestrian crossing here along the railway. So most unusual. Don't get in the way of this. There I was gone. Just thought that looked a bit strange, the cars going across the tracks like that, because you can hardly see the actual crossing. And there's the bunny rabbits. They're playing, aren't they? I wonder if they play chicken on the tracks. Can rabbits play chicken, I ask myself. Obviously like it there. Oh, this is a... Well, there you are. This is the pedestrian crossing, and that leads down to the river. I've just been having a lovely chat with that man, thinking of getting a bike. He's 3 years younger than me. He's thinking of getting a bike, but many years ago he had two uncles who lost their, or broke their ankles when they were knocked off their bikes in Lincolnshire. So he's a bit apprehensive about getting one. But he's going for a walk along the river. Well, I thought as we've viewed the rabbits and we've viewed the trains and we've had a nice chat with a gentleman, we'll walk back now across the meadow to the church. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely view there. And get on the bike and cycle through this village down to the next village. Well, that's looking down a little country lane, running down near a very nice thatched cottage. So hopefully we ride on the path, because I don't know, every time I seem to set the camera going there's loads of traffic, but the trouble is the path is quite bouncy. So we'll go over here. Oops, bang bang, bump bump. More modern houses there. I've never been down here myself, so just past a garage that's shut down, and he's now selling plants. Little mini roundabout, modern houses down there. Got a little bridge here. Just a little brook that is, that's all. Old school. Lovely blossom over there, blossom on the tree. You do have to take your chance when you're cycling and running a camera. Lovely pub there, the Horseshoe Inn. I am filming into the sun as well, which probably ain't a good idea. But like I say, I'm not looking through the viewfinder, so you know, everything that you film while you're riding a bike is all luck. Whether you're pointing the camera in exactly the right position. Just going past a nice thatched cottage here, underneath the thatch. Lovely big overhang. That looks like another pub. I can't see a pub name. No, it was once a pub, but it's not anymore. A couple of shops there now. There's a sign there that says the road goes to Gravely. I'm sorry if it's a bit bumpy, but there's nothing I can do about it except stop filming. Might not be a bad idea, actually. Well, that in front of us looks like a school. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch off the camera now and go down to the next village and have a look at see what's going on down there. Well, I've just realised that Offord Cluney and the village of Offord Darcey are all one, really. It's just one end of the village or the other. But this is the other church anyway. Don't think for 1 minute it'll be open, but it's very, very secluded and very, very quiet here. Well, there you are, the Church of St Peter at Offord Darcey, and it's cared for by the Church's Conservation Trust. So it's not open, only on special days I should think, but it's quite an ancient church. You've got this fella looking at you at the side of the door, and another one here, look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look and see if we can peek through one or two of the windows. And there's one view, that's across the back of the church. There's a nice stained glass window across there, and what looks to be box pews. I can't see through the viewfinder because the window's too high, but it'll just give you some idea. Sorry it's a bit shaky. Well, not easy to film, but it just gives us a little idea of what it's like inside. Well, I can clean the window. I can clean the glass from the outside, but not from the inside. So there you go. That's about all we're going to be able to see. Okay, we'll start making our way back to Buckden now. Just making my way back down the drive from the church. There's these lovely flowers. I don't know what they are. Look a bit like a white bluebell. Perhaps they're white bells. But it's a lovely garden scene, this is. And a lovely blossom on the tree. Well, what a lovely day you've had with me again, haven't you? Eh? Rivers, palaces, churches, trains, rabbits, boats, rivers. What more can you ask for? It's all free. What a lovely day to be out. See you again. Bye.